Oh, that's an 8.
An 8. You're looking around to see if you can spot any sort of magical items, and you're like looking around. You've seen like a couple of like eyeballs, some cages with strange beasts in them. Keegan's still talking with the wolf they purchased, and you don't find anything interesting. You do find a weapons shop.
Hmm? I do find a weapon shop.
Yep.
Can I have a look at the weapon shop? Is there any, what's it called? Is
Uh,
there any, like, special weapons?
the
Oh,
weapon shop seems to be all about guns and like grenades and ammunition, from what you can tell from the outside.
okay. Is there any sort of weaponsmith or anything?
Weaponsmith? Uh, depends what sort of weapons you're after.
I was wondering if I could sell him my, what's it called? Cold sword.
Ketsu
Yeah.
said. I would know right since the guy told me.
Yeah, he's mostly like a gun stealer. Not really swords. And
Yeah, no.
you guys haven't really seen any sort of weaponsmiths down here. More just sort of shady places.
Uh, I'll just keep it on me there now then.
Yep. And Vala, give me a perception check, please.
I actually have a +5 to that. 17.
Oh, this one's perspective. And you see this sort of
How so?
cloaked person begins walking up to you.
What
You
do you
notice
want?
me immediately.
Yes.
What do I want? Nothing really. Honestly, I wish to sort of talk to you about something. You're looking a bit down in the dumps there. It's almost like
What?
you've been a bit shadow touched.
Hmm. How so?
Uh, you just sort of give that vibe off. Kinda depressing, really. Well, that's you, not me. You seem kinda depressed, to be quite frankly honest. Seem a little bit
Hmm.
emotions out of whack.
And why would you care?
Eh, do I care?
Enough to ask me.
I suppose so. But no, I'm presuming you made some sort of deal in the past. So I like deals. Deals are very, very fun.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What deal do you want to make?
What? What are you after, my friend?
At this point, not much. I mean, I've finally been freed from a curse, and I seem to be attracted to another one. But I mean, hey, it's a nice change of pace. This one does shout in my ear.
You don't seem to be cursed. Yet, have you looked at yourself recently?
I sort of think to myself, no, not really.
You seem,
I probably don't want to look at a mirror anytime soon.
to put it bluntly, you blinking idiot. You kind of seem a little bit like your emotions are like, poof, gone.
Hmm. Oh well. I guess I'll just deal with it as I sort of walk away.
But wait. See, I could give you back emotions for a price.
I don't really care.
Suit yourself.
Yep.
Rest of you really don't look like you're like people to make deals, to be honest.
Mhm.
Ketsu said. Really?
You must be on crack to think that, though. Your deal's
Yeah.
just shit.
Well, you aren't that perceptive.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
Oh well, I still would just leave her and go back to the rest of the group. Okay, is there anything else we want here? Or should we just go?
I've got nothing.
So should we head to the Feywilds to buy our gear?
Fine, fine. Nobody's
When we
got
say
deals.
Feywilds,
So, how are we gonna get there?
oh, I can take care of that. I know how to use this ring, right?
Yep. You
Yeah, I
did.
used it once already.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're not leaving anybody behind.
You don't think so? You got the other two with you, so yeah, you're fine.
Alright, cool. I'll use the ring to open the portal to the Feywilds.
And yeah, Hades, you've never seen Keegan do this before, but Keegan sort of summons up like this portal, and you can see beyond it the Feywilds.
Oh,
Looks promising.
very nice.
Well, that's
The
impressive.
place I grew up.
I shall dispel all shadowy magic around me in going.
Yeah, you dispel all the shadows around you and take a step through the portal into sort of the main street. And it is once again still night in the Feywilds. And yeah, what is everyone doing as you guys all begin to step through the portal?
Where do we reappear in the Feywilds? Where we last were there?
You can choose
Or
wherever
how
you
does that
want.
work?
I'm just gonna presume you went
Ketsu
to the
said,
shops.
"That's your job, Looney."
Oh, okay. Well, I think we are in the middle of. Do we still need to get that diamond from that guy that was holding it or whatever?
I believe Aiden got it already.
Oh yeah, you got it in this town instead. Okay.
But yeah, I think you'll remember there's a couple like.
Should we go back to that Satyr?
The shop, you mean?
Oh, that one. Do you guys want to go back there?
Sure.
I felt like has no idea what I'm talking about. But Keegan and Ketsu, you guys heading back to the Satyr's shop?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of his shop. Inside.
I sure hope it doesn't spawn anyone.
Yeah, you guys head straight to his shop, and the door's already open, as if it was expecting all of you. Well, hello there, come join me up upon the ceiling, friends. And you can see the sort of sat here with sort of like this little monocle sort of stepping on the ceiling. Come in, come in. I see you found your
I'll
friends.
walk up to him.
Oh, is it a ceiling party? Hades,
Yep.
I'll just walk onto the ceiling.
Yep, Hades, you walk up onto the ceiling. Please, please join us, and Felix. And yes, I very much do know your name.
Interesting.
He knows things. Don't look into it too much.
He just sort of grins at that.
I'll see if I can.
Yeah, he is a man of knowledge, it seems.
Give me
Not at this level.
give me an intelligence check, please, then Felix, to head onto the ceiling.
14.
14. You easily join the rest up on the ceiling.
No.
Well then, so what did you guys wish to purchase? I've got a whole host of different things.
Looking. I believe last time we were here, I was looking for some armor.
Ah, yes indeed.
Perhaps you have some plate armor or something of that sort.
I do have regular armor, however, I do also have special magical armor and as well.
Ooh. What do you think you have that would be useful for somebody in my line of work?
In your line of work as a monster hunter? I would say armor that does extra damage to monsters could be particularly useful for you.
Depends on your style.
Indeed, it does.
Depends which
Armor
school
that
you're
does extra damage. That's interesting.
from. Or perhaps armor with additional protection and charms against monsters.
Or particular protection against specific planar magic.
That would be interesting.
Indeed, it can be. Imagine being able to breathe underwater in the water plane without any issue, not having to worry about all the insanities of the other planes, including the fire plane. As we know, it's a very dangerous plane, though perhaps you already knew that, Hades. And
You don't have to tell me twice.
was
What plane
enveloped
is
in the fire plane?
No.
No, don't believe so.
It would appear that the fire plane
I'm
has more
sure
for
it
me.
won't be as bad as the infernal plane.
Oh, well, both places can be quite bad.
Just depends who you ask.
How much would this planar armor run me? And would this protect me from all of the planes, or are there specific ones for specific planes?
Well, there are ones for specific planes, and they are definitely cheaper. And if you want one that's going to affect all the planes, or like even a subset portion of planes, I would say it's going to be a base amount of 100 GP for sort of the base armor, which I would say is about the level of 13 plus dex modifier for that. Well, it depends what type of armor you want on that. And then for each of the enchantments, it's 20 GP for each planar enchantment to protect against specific planes.
Oh, so I can get I could buy a set of armor and then enchant it?
Yes, you could. I do happen to have the planar bands on me right now, so I can give you armor with protection against planes, if that is what you sort of desire. And I believe that does very much interest you. Well, at least the enchantment does.
Yes. How much would it be for some of your normal armor?
My normal armor? Oh, that is quite interesting. It depends how sort of heavy the armor is and how good at protecting you it is. Because I would reckon some of the cheaper armor sets are only like 20, maybe 40 GP, though probably some of the stronger armor sets could go anywhere up to maybe 200, 250 gold pieces.
I'd be looking for some plate armor, I think.
Plate armor, ooh. See, I knew you were sort of planning on using it, but plate armor is honestly going to be quite expensive. It's one of the more powerful types. So it's gonna cost you maybe 500 GP. That's without any
Hmm.
enchantments.
I see.
Yes, quite expensive.
Well, I do have some things that I could sell. I have no idea how much they'd be worth, though.
Ah, well, by all means, feel free to start looking through your inventory and showing me some of the stuff you wish to sell. I believe you've got some interesting things. As you can see, your sort of wolf is sort of looking up at you, just sort of sitting by your side, as the satyr turns towards Emphalic. So, what about you? Are you interested in buying things? We do have a lot of sentient items, a lot of strange ones. It depends what you're interested in, my friend.
I don't know. I mean, I seem to have a lot of. I've recently got some new magical stuff, but I could do with a shield.
Ah, yes, a shield. What type of shield? A sentient one? Anything like that?
Last time I had a sentient item, it tried to get me to kill my party, so maybe not.
Ah, well, that's the thing. Have you ever heard of sentient binding, my friend?
Sentient what?
Binding. It's a magical process which is used to bind sentient items that come through shops in order to prevent unwanted accidents. You see, sentient items can be very, very odd and very, very powerful. So oftentimes they do need to be kept in control. If they're not, they can kill people. And of course that isn't
Yeah, that
nice.
was. Yeah, I might have to pass on that. I mean, a bit of PTSD.
Ah,
Ketsu
yes.
said. It does sound good not to be stabbed in the back again, haha.
I apologize in maybe something of the opposite nature. Like maybe a protection amulet against things accidentally trying to worship your will. Could that be of interest to you?
That could be of interest to me.
What do you have in terms of sort of things you're interested in? Your mind is very hard to read, my friend.
Okay. I mean, maybe just a sort of shield to help, what's called protect me from attacks.
Yes, maybe. How would you feel if I did the two items? And enchanted the amulet to function exactly like a shield, a magical one. However, it would also protect it against airships of will. So anything trying to take over.
Okay. By chance, could I get a +1 shield?
Yes, I can do that. It might be a bit more expensive though. But I can.
That's fine. It'd be nice. It'd be cool to have like an AC of exactly 20 instead of 19 and it bugging me.
Yes.
Either way.
That would be very unfortunate. So he sort of rummages around and finds this sort of amulet. So a +1. I would say for you, he sort of looks you up and down. 35 gold pieces.
35?
I'm not going to charge much for this. I believe
Cool.
you've got greater need of it than I do.
I thank you.
You're welcome. And he sort of holds out his hand for the gold.
I'd give him the gold as requested.
Yep, and it sort of vanishes from his hand. And he passes you over the amulet. So it grants you sort of like a protection from ships. So basically, anyone trying to sort of take over your will needs to make a charisma save based on your highest stat.
Charisma. Wait, so that should just be my spell save.
Yes, so your highest stat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so 17.
before they can even try. So you technically get 2 saves. So they've got to make a save, and you get to make a save against it.
Is that each time? Or
Yeah. So say if someone tries to airship, let's say I tried to take over Infelic's will, I've got to make a save. Let's say I pass that, and then Infelic, you get to make a save.
Okay.
Yep, and it's also +1 shield. Okay. And what about the rest of you? Do you guys have anything of interest? And I do believe the 3 unknown scrolls that you were going to sell me, I'll take for maybe 225 GP. And the scroll of summoned draconic spirit for 150. Same with the draconic transformation. And the sword, I'm not particularly the most interested in it.
Fair enough.
okay, that's fine. I would particularly like to keep it. I think anyway. It might come in handy.
Indeed it may. Anyway, are you going to sell me those scrolls?
Yeah, sure. You don't happen to know what these scrolls are? Just out of curiosity.
The scrolls, that would be a fee for figuring out what they are.
Oh, okay. Alright, how did I figure out what the other 2 were?
The other 2, they had the names on the top.
Ah, okay. So what's that in total?
In total, in exchange for the scrolls, it's 150 of they each for the 2 draconic scrolls, so that's 300 GP. And for the 3 unknown scrolls, 225 GP. So that would be for you a total of 525 GP.
Okay. That seems agreeable.
Well then, he sort of holds his hand out for the scrolls.
1 second. I gotta remove them from my notes. Alright, I hand them over to him.
Thank you very much. And he hands you the GP, the gold pieces. It's a pleasure doing business with you, as he sort of clicks and the scrolls sort of fade away. So, what else did you guys desire?
Ketsu said. I asked the guy if he has anything he thinks might interest me.
Anything that might interest you? Well, I do have this communication amulet. It allows you to cast commune once per day. Now that is a very useful spell for you in particular, my dear. However, I think another thing that might interest you is this particular opal, as he brings out this beautiful lightning opal. It's opal of lost memories. Whenever you slay a foe, it allows you to glimpse a memory that you have lost which I feel is incredibly important for one such as you.
Ketsu said, "How much?"
For both? Let's say, I'll go 150 gold pieces for both. Keep in mind it only allows you to cast a commune spell. You still need to have any materials that are required.
How much? Sorry, I missed that.
I would say 150 GP for both.
Can you do a bit lower for me?
No can do, unfortunately. I unfortunately have clients who are also very interested in these things. I can't go any lower. I would be losing money then.
Are you sure OYU can't do 135 for me at all?
150 GP. However, I could do 1,500 gold pieces. Not gold pieces, silver pieces. 1,500 silver pieces. 1,500 silver pieces is the lowest I can go. I'm sorry, dear, I just can't go any lower. I could always just wait till I get a better offer, though. And he starts to put them away.
Does he want
Okay,
something?
you got ill, do 150.
Perfect! Pleasure doing business with you. As he sort of holds out his hand for the coin.
I give it.
And he passes you the 2 items. Thank you very much.
Hey, question.
Yes?
Hades shall hold up his arms to show thee raps. How much for these magical items?
Those magical items? Let me look. Do you know what they do?
DM, what do I do? I forgot the specifics.
Have I don't think I've shared with you specifically what they do. Have I?
No, you have. Yes.
It was like ages ago.
Yes.
I've-
In general chat.
I've got to go look them up now. They'll be here somewhere.
Yeah, again, they did a while ago, but not to me personally. Oh, why the fuck? Why does Ketsu have it saved? What?
What?
Huh? What?
Oh yeah, Kitsune has it saved.
Very
Yeah.
Give
interesting.
me a second. Honestly, I really don't think I could find much use or anyone to sell these to.
Yeah. Well, I'm flat broke, so come on, guys.
How much money?
I don't know, like 24 gold. Yeah, I was a monk before this, and we don't really have a lot of money.
that's unfortunate. Anything else you have?
Of value? No. Unless you want my fangs.
No thanks. No thanks.
No fang.
I can always replace them.
Indeed, maybe you could. Anyway, what about the rest of you? Anything else interesting you guys are interested in?
Yes. What kind of, you were talking about wards earlier that you could put on armor. What other kinds do you have?
It really depends what you want. See, I could always put on a magical spell onto the armor. That's always potential. Resistances, potentially. Immunity-based ones, incredibly rare. However, I could also potentially, if you want to go into terms of incredibly expensive, the ability to shapeshift into forms and things like that.
What kinds of forms?
Werewolf ones, I can probably do that. There's a lot of different ones there, to be honest. Animal forms, elemental forms. Really depends, really.
Very interesting. I think I'd be looking for something to help me with saving throws of sorts.
Saving throws. Well, a cloak of protection would work.
Hmm.
That is, it grants AC and bonuses to saving throws. Unfortunately, you need
Huh.
to attune to it. He sort of takes out this sort of starry cloak, which sort of shimmers with sort of this magical aura.
That's very interesting. Okay. Well, I guess first off, the armor and the planar wards you were talking about, was that gonna run me?
Depends what sort of planar wards you want on it. Depends what plane ones. And
Oh,
I
okay.
believe you wanted to go with plate armor, right?
Is it down in order by the transfer? Oh. Sorry, I was reading what A was typing. Yes, that is correct.
As I sort of said before, it's going to be, I'd say, maybe around 500 gold pieces. Plus, I would say, depending on how many planar attunements, protection sort of ones you want, it's going to cost even more on top of that.
Oh, how much would it be for your water and fire plane, respectively?
Water and fire plane. Fire plane specifically is quite a dangerous spot. And the water plane has to have a lot more enchantments on it than regular due to water breathing. But I could go without the water breathing and just prevent disadvantage on any strikes you make.
Okay.
And for the fire plane, I could probably I could potentially apply fire resistance. That makes it harder for the effects of the plane to actually affect you. So I could do something like that.
And how much would that be?
For the fire resistance, that's probably an extra 50 GP there. In terms of the water plane, do you prefer water breathing, or do you just prefer to have swim speed? Or both?
I imagine not drowning would be nice.
Just so being able to have water breathing?
Yeah, how much would that be?
One cast water breathing once per day. I would say 640 GP.
640 GP for just the enchantment?
In total, for the armor and the enchantments.
Ah, okay.
That includes
And
the
how
cost it is
much?
to bind it all together.
Very interesting. Okay. For now we'll just go with the plate armor and see what everybody else wants to get.
That'd be 500 GP.
Alright.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
And you'll pocket the 500 GP. Remove that from your inventory. Smile.
Don't worry, I didn't just accidentally add 500 GP instead of removing it. That didn't happen. There's no evidence.
Except the Twitch stream, because you just said it. So there is evidence now. Oh yes, I believe someone's about to walk in the door right about now, who should be joining you. And you guys see the door sort of swings open, all by itself, as Aiden, you walk in. And in fact, gone. Ah, you're still on TTS. Sorry. Ah, you can see it now.
I
Oh, yeah,
said,
so
nice.
would he also be willing to buy my armor that I currently have off of me?
I wouldn't be able to. It's not really my thing.
Ah, okay.
I sell magic items, dear.
Well, it's the party that left me, but it's for Riri, so it's fine.
Ah, yes, come join us up on the ceiling. AKA the floor.
So what are you selling?
Magic items.
Have any that involve saving things?
I do indeed. I believe you are interested in this. He pulls out the sort of starry cloak.
Oh yes, very interested.
Ah, yes. For you, I would say maybe 60 GP.
Alright, sure, I hand over 60 GP.
Enjoy. It really does fit you, Astral. With its sort of starry appearance. Also, it requires attunement.
Yee.
Yep.
Also, Kargan need that ring back.
Keegan.
Ah, yes. Or I hand the ring over to Ketsu.
That is A. That's Iden.
Oh.
As I said before, Iden, put like hashtag in front of your sentences.
DM Sparkle. Fate said. Hash like this. A said. Hash oh yeah forgot.
Anyway. So you hand it back over to Iden. And the armor does require attunement, Keegan. I will leave you that.
Oh, it does?
Yes, it will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's also given you armor, so basically 1 use of water breathing per day.
How long does it take to attune to it?
30 minutes.
Okay. So that'll be for a later thing.
Yeah.
Have any general useful items that doesn't require attainment?
You've forgotten again, Iden. In terms of any useful items, honestly, they're fairly basic. Really. Let's
Hash such as.
give me a second. It takes a while to find things through this large selection.
Oh, I didn't realize that water breathing could be cast on multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of nice.
Alchemy jugs. I do have some of those. If you need some basic poison, some vinegar, oil, just the basics. Got some different colors. Don't think those are particularly interesting for you. I do have one of these old bows. It's a duo. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about them. Always guaranteed to hit their shot. Perfect for using special types of arrows. However, they take 2 turns to charge. But they can be very, very useful. I've got some arrows. A bag of beans. This bag, and he sort of brings out 2 bags. One's devouring, one's a bag of holding. No clue which one's which. Bag of tricks, if you want to summon any creatures, and he sort of sticks his hand into the bag, and he's going to pull out a panther. See? Very useful. Riri had a bow like that. Yes, he did.
A said. Hash a Pokemon bag knicker.
The Pokemon bag's nicer. Well, got a scale. Very, very useful if you want to detect evil and good as a ritual. Bead of force. Kinda not the greatest for you, if I'm gonna say so myself. Boots of Elvenkind, very useful if you want to slink across surfaces. Boots of false tracks. If you want endless coffee, then I've got some of that. A breathing bubble, which allows you to literally
Ketsu
breathe
said.
underwater.
Oh, I forgot to ask, do you have any enchantments that will make my armor last a lot more hits over time?
What do you mean by that? You're gonna have to elaborate, my friend. If your mind's a bit messy, I can't quite read it, which is quite unfortunate.
A said. Hash mending LMAO. Ketsu said. Like it won't break after some hits or something.
Yeah, Yama's probably wouldn't be able to do any of that. We don't normally make enchantments for that sort of stuff because armor doesn't really tend to break that often. And if it does, then it's terrible armor. You get what I mean?
I said, what about adamantine armor? Ketsu said, sure, okay.
I've got adamantite armor, but not much of it.
I assume it should also be very expensive.
Yeah, it can be.
I said, well, that's kinda unbreakable, Ketsu.
Oh, she's talking about something completely different. She's talking about plate armor, not plate armor.
It sounds like the same thing, but one's made of plates.
Anyway, the detect evil and good thing, what's that?
Well, it's basically like a scale. It sort of brings out the sort of celestial sort of balance sing scale. There's sort of celestial symbols on one of the pans and fiendish symbols on the other. Well, basically, you can cast detect evil and good as a ritual. Basically, you place it on a solid surface, then sprinkle both pans with holy water, or place a transparent gem worth 100 GP each in each pan. It remains motionless if it attacks nothing, tips to one side or the other for good or evil, and fluctuates slightly if it detects a creature appropriate to the spell, but neither good nor evil. Touching the scales after casting the ritual, you learn any information the spell can normally convey, and then the effect ends.
I said, him too expensive to cast. How much is the bag of tricks?
A bag of tricks. It's not that much. I would say maybe... I'd say 70 GP. You can just keep using it. You can only really use it 3 times per day, but other than that, you're completely fine. So you're only ever going to need to buy one. Unless you want the other different types, then... yeah.
Alright,
yes.
What type is this one?
I've got grey, rust, and tan.
I can control the animals, right?
Yes, you can control the animals.
Alright, I take the tan one and Aiden hands over 70 GP.
Enjoy. What about the rest of you?
I
I
just
see.
need a shield
Okay. Well, I can
at this point.
do that. Just a basic shield.
Really, I need something cheap, but yeah.
I can just do a cheap one. That's just 10 GP for a regular shield.
What are your higher end shields? What do they look like?
Higher ends, we're talking maybe 50 GP to anywhere up to maybe 300 GP. Depends on the type of shield.
Uh, I actually don't know of any shields besides the +1 shields.
Well, I've got a
Uh,
sentient shield. I've got a shield of expression. You can use bonus action to alter it. What
Oh.
else do I have in here? Shield of the Silver Dragon. Nope. I sold that yesterday. Let me look in my greater part of my inventory. I've got an absorbing shield, an ancient shield, an ankh shield, anti-magic shield. Come on, where is it? It's gotta be in here somewhere. A bladed shield, a blood shield, a burning ash shield, a coil shield, a colossus shield. Pretty big. Hefty. A dragon shield, a dreadnought shield, a force shield, a frozen shield, grass crest shield, if you want something like that, hero shield, impenetrable arm shield, good for putting on an arm if you've lost an arm or something, Latinese shield, lightning shield, Linnell shield, mirror shield, a variant mirror shield, a little bit different, a Norse shield, obsidian shield, paladin shield, pirate shield, what else do we have? Antics shield. I've got a lot of shields.
were you looking for one in particular?
Let me just get some water.
Got something stuck in your throat?
It's just, I've been talking for a bit too much today. Yeah, a little bit non-stop.
Let's see.
I've been speaking all week, so I'm probably losing my voice.
Other than the rag shield, I guess, what's the dragon shield? What is that?
The silver one. Let me look.
Whichever one you had, yes.
Ketsu said, "Ye dragon shield sounds nice."
The dragon shield, basically, it's a +1 shield. If you're attuned to it, you gain the ability of flight. Basically, flying speed equal to walking speed. It can only be attuned to either a draconic creature or a creature that's trained in a draconic discipline. You've got to be proficient with shields to be able to use a shield. And the shield only possesses a wooden handle and has a strength requirement.
Strength requirement.
You need to be strong enough to hold one of these things. But you've got to be a draconic creature or a creature that's trained in a draconic discipline.
Very interesting.
Indeed, it is.
Well, I guess for now I'll just stick with a basic shield.
I probably do have some other ones in here somewhere. Potentially.
Ketsu said, "How much is that dragon's shield?"
For the dragon's shield, 500 GP.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, never
Very
mind.
It's powerful, but yeah, it's not really for everyone, and I doubt you could wield it as of yet. Maybe in the future.
I'll be getting my own dragon one day.
Maybe so. Though I would recommend for you guys to check out the fortune teller at some point. They are known as being incredibly good. Though, I do have some interesting armor here, including chocolate armor.
What?
Sorry, what?
Chocolate armor. Yes, it's very, very
Fuck.
weird. So basically, it's armor made of chocolate. You guys want to listen to it? basically, creatures that are not humanoids who attack you with a bite attack take 3d6 poison damage 1 hour after biting you. And in extreme hot weather, the armor takes 1 fire damage for every minute is in the hot weather. And it's also somewhat hard but breathable and light to break. Whenever you take any damage of any type other than poison or psychic, the chocolate armor takes the same amount of damage, has 100 hit points, and is vulnerable to fire, slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. Once it reaches 0 hit points, it shatters into pieces and becomes unusable, but still otherwise edible. Yes.
Might go well with my armor made of plates.
Maybe.
How much?
Maybe. I'll do it for 10 GP.
Done.
Sure thing, my friend. And I shall pass this over to you.
Let's go. I'm starting a collection.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
What about the rest of you guys? Anything else you guys want? I do notice your friend has not bought anything. You guys might want to maybe help him out a bit.
Oh yes. What do you have in mind? Who hasn't bought anything yet?
Hades.
Oh, yes.
I don't have a lot of money.
Well, I think we all are quite broke in terms of where we are.
I
Does the
said,
syndicate anything
Hash, I can
specific?
cover you Hades if you want.
Well then, what do you think suits me?
You... to be honest, you're quite a tough one.
I know.
I was thinking maybe some sort of armor, but no, I don't believe that would be right. But maybe...
Armor isn't quite my thing.
Yes, I didn't believe it would be. Let me just check my miscellaneous section. I probably have something interesting in there.
Please, do try me. What do you think is fitting for the future king?
Indeed. Maybe... No, that wouldn't quite work. It's gotta be something...
I'd love to imagine that this character's monologue is just genuinely the DM struggling to suggest things.
Oh yeah, it's 100% is.
like this character's monologue isn't a monologue, it's the DM's inner thoughts. Fuck. What is good for him? Let me check my notes.
Maybe. I've got somewhat of an idea. And he pulls out this sort of lump of sort of petrified fruit that's sort of been carved to resemble a heart, and it's sort of covered in spikes. You're a blood monk, correct?
Indeed.
And this might be useful, considering you use your own HP. When you carry this charm, other creatures can make wisdom medicine checks to stabilize you when you're at 0 hit points as a bonus action. And if they do, they can add a d4 and add the number rolled to their next check within the next hour. Just something, it's small, but very interesting. And it could be quite useful.
Interesting indeed. What else?
What else do I have here? Well, I do have some other interesting things.
Blood fruit.
I've got a bleed stone. Whenever you draw a critical hit on an attack, it has the sort of unique ability to make your opponent stop bleeding.
Interesting. I can use that blood for my own magic.
Yes, well, it's sort of an overtime effect. Sometimes it's different on how it lasts. Maybe it might last 1 round, or maybe it might last 10. Who knows? But they begin taking damage over time, which could be quite useful.
Now, public vote. Shall I make this a little more difficult on the DM?
Huh?
What weapon is it? There's one weapon I have in mind. What is it?
Oh, that is a very intriguing question. I would
If you
say...
get it right, I'll buy it.
Now, question is, what would a monk like you have? See, it's probably some sort of martial weapon. You are a blood...
It is a
Hey!
finesse.
I'll figure it out. Just give me a second. Sometimes it's not easy to read.
It has many styles, many uses. One could say it is the most important one. Although
I-
no one uses it as a first pick.
I would say maybe some sort of flail or something.
Wrong answer.
I would have presumed so, considering you've used something almost similar in the past. Now, haven't you?
I have, but my preference, dear friend, would be the dagger. Such a versatile weapon. So many styles.
Indeed.
So many uses. A concealable weapon. And, as a famous monk once said, can I even remember that quote?
It's a famous monk
Okay,
once said, having a concealed weapon, having no weapon is foolish. Having a weapon out in the open is even more so.
What's important is not... I will not be the shield to take your hits. I will not be your sword to slay your enemies. I'll be the dagger under your pillow to protect you in your most vulnerable moments.
Yes, it works better than mine, to be quite frankly honest.
It is a good weapon. It is an underestimated weapon.
Well, I do have some bone marrow ash which you could use for that. I presume...
Bone?
Yes.
Would you happen to have any cerebral spinal fluid by any chance?
I would check out the Shadow Val. They've got that sort of stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do.
He sort of just
Spinal
looks at you.
fluid.
Okay. Well, do you want me to keep attempting to help, or are you good? Oh yes, I do have some other weapons as well.
Let's hear them.
Well, you see, there's a lot more weapons that you're probably not particularly, how do we say this, aware of. I presume you're more interested in finesse weapons?
Well, finesse are styly, but Hades shall flex his very large muscles, larger for a monk, and just say, my strength can do the job as well.
Well then, well, I do believe I got some broad claws. Shakri. They're almost like circular daggers with sort of spikes on the end. You can even throw them. They do come back. I've got clawed gloves,
Interesting.
which can also be pretty interesting if you want concealed weapons. I've got what's called a gloved horn dagger. They're sort of daggers made of bones. Useful for sort of keeping people at bay and also keeping your hands free. Especially for casting.
Does sound interesting.
Would you perhaps like to see?
I think I would.
I believe I've actually got a photo somewhere of them. Give me a second.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I'm a DM.
Exactly. What kind of DM wouldn't have that? Don't mind me casually making breakfast.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Come on.
Don't mind me. Just as a hungry man who had to wake up at 7!
Okay, Aiden.
Did this
I'm
man
gonna-
find
I'm
out
gonna
what he wants to buy yet?
Oh yes, and I completely forgot about something I needed to ask of you. Maybe something that would be useful for preventing the, he sort of guesses at you, accidental cutting of limbs.
I'm interested.
Accidental?
Yes.
I've
Basically,
had...
it allows you to reattach limbs if you somehow lose them.
How much is it?
I would say 50 GP.
Ketsu?
Ketsu
You
said,
would help me.
"Huh what?"
You said you'd help me out. Financially.
I said,
Just...
Aiden said that.
Well... Whoever said that, help me.
Ketsu said, "I got 7 gold." I said, sure.
Unfortunate cutting of limbs.
Having 2 people use
Does
text
it
to
does it
speak.
also help with the fortunate cutting of limbs?
Who knows? I don't think
I'll
the
take
cutting
it.
of limbs is ever fortunate.
Aiden hand Hades 50 gold. You owe me 1 Hades.
Damn that I do.
And anyway, those are what the sort of gloved horn daggers look like. They're very good for sort of keeping people at bay and things. Very good mixed martial art weapons because they leave your hands free. And you don't have to put your weapons away. If you want to like punch.
I am on double digits gold now.
I thought you said you had 7 beforehand. Oh wait, that's Aiden.
Don't worry, I'm also very confused.
I can front him 25 GP if you front him the other 25. So that'd be the total of 50 that he needs.
How much is that bleeding dagger?
Sure if you want.
The bleeding dagger? Or do you mean the bleeding stone?
Bleeding dagger?
It was called a bleeding stone. It basically makes, when you score a critical hit on an attack, it causes a bleeding effect.
Hmm. How much?
How much for that one? It does require attunement, so I'm gonna say maybe only 40 GP. It's not It's not too high in terms of levels, but yes.
Shall I take it? Shall I take it? Hey,
I would remind you about
guys.
the bleeding charm.
Do explain.
Bleeding charm?
Yes, the bleeding charm, which was the one that stabilizes, where other creatures can stabilize you when you're at 0 hit points as a bonus action, and then they can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to their next check within the hour.
Interesting.
Yep. Whatever you need, just give Hades a call. Yeah, I'm
That's
fine
his way
with.
of saying he doesn't do monetary favors, he does physical favors.
Well, I can't exactly pay back in money, but hey, physical favors, I am all for it. Whatever the fuck he needs, your blood monk is here.
Indeed. Anyway, what were you gonna grab?
Aiden said. He is the capable guy that is broke LMAO.
Basically, yeah.
Yes. Also, I do.
Ketsu said. You forgot me too, broke.
Oh yes, I do offer the ability to sort of identify any magic items you guys are potentially
Ooh,
wanting. Yeah.
I have a necklace on me that I tried to attune to, and it failed, remember?
Yes, it did. Okay, I can.
I'm trying to remember. What did you say it was last time? It was like trying
Aiden
to connect to
said.
something in a different
Nah,
plane.
you broke after
Yeah.
spending money. Hades don't have money in the first place.
It was trying to connect to something a little bit too far
Ketsu
away.
said. Fair.
Like whatever it was that you were trying to connect to, it was a bit too far away. Keegan.
A bit too far away. Okay. Well, maybe this guy can shed some light on what on earth this necklace is.
Oh, 10 GP, please.
You got it. I hand over the 10 GP.
Okay. And he begins to sort of he sort of casts identify on it. And after a few moments, he sort of looks towards Wolf. Well, so this item has a couple of effects. First off, without sort of attunement, this item specifically allows the sort of understanding of wolves in particular.
Oh. Very interesting. That explains why I can
However,
speak pack.
this is not your regular item. I believe you, in fact, Aiden and Hades, are familiar with familiar summoning items. I believe your friend, who was it? Alarif was gifted one a while ago.
Oh.
Aiden said. Yeah, I remember.
Well, so if you want to use some of this and be able to attune to it, you need to conduct a familiar ritual. Normally it costs 25 GPs, but it does allow you to connect with that wolf in particular. He sort of points towards it as a familiar. These are normally quite rare indeed. However, it could potentially require you completing some sort of quest by it before we even accept you as its master, perhaps?
But has to do a Skyrim side quest.
Side quest number 2.
Ooh, side quests. I love side quests.
Yep. Lovely
Oh, look.
Skyrim logic.
Well, look over at the wolf. What do you think about that?
I think we find Pack.
I agree. No, hold up. Somebody's yelling. I'll be right back.
Side quest. Find Pack. Yes. Find Pack. Pack in ice and snow. Pack always cold. But Pack strong.
Oh, sorry, I'm back.
I grew up in the cold.
He said something about, your wolf said something about, like, going in ice and snow, and also only Keegan can really understand the wolf. Ice and snow. Oh. Pack always
what
cold,
what
Pack
else?
strong.
Ah, okay. So I gotta go on a side quest to
Find the Pack.
this. Okay, and what else does this necklace do outside of what you've already stated, or was that all?
Other than that,
You
I'm
said
not
it had a
entirely sure. It's probably something that's sort of blocked behind one of those magical and painfully annoying barriers. Once you complete the quest, you'll probably figure it out. He might accept
Oh.
you before then as at least some sort of companion, but if you really want to unlock what the whole thing's capable of, I would suggest completing the quest.
Alright. Hear that, buddy? We're gonna go find your pack.
Pack, we hunt.
Gets you. Reward. Become pack.
Maybe? Who knows?
Oh, it's very interesting. Thank you very much, this insight.
You're welcome. That is side quest number 2 out of 2 of them, and you've still got to complete Tier's Tier. Solved, but needs completed.
What is that again?
The others know. AK Iden and Hades.
You gotta find that bed. Oh, you know what I just realized? We left Rizra sitting in the forest waiting for us to come back.
Ketsu said, fuck. Aiden said, hash wanna buy anything else Hades.
What?
Riverbed?
What
Do you
about
know
anything
what
else,
a riverbed
Hades?
is?
Ketsu said, Aiden, you are taking me back to Rizra later.
And we have to
I
go
have a promise
apologize
to
a dragon.
fulfill.
I'm all good. I'm good with my limb attachment. Of which, do I have my limbs again? Because I transformed, or?
Technically, I believe I went with yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Aiden said, hash sure he's in the Shadowfell, right?
Yeah. Also, the ring has been used for the day and it's going to need recharging, so you're going to have to wait. Also, you guys apparently are not going to the pen store this time.
Well,
Ketsu said, yes, she needs another sanctum to sleep in.
I know a place we can go to.
Oh no.
The only issue is I don't think he's heard.
Aiden
About-
said, I got the floating bed.
They can fit all of us?
Floating hotel.
Okay. If it's a floating hotel, then maybe, but if it's just a bed, I don't think Hades can fit.
But it's just a big ass box.
Or there's always the temple. Just saying. There's a temple.
Oh, there is.
Ketsu
And-
said, so if we don't in the shop here, I'd like to go to the fortune teller that the guy brought up. Aiden said, that two Kestu can try 1v1 the monk.
What?
Oh.
1v1 the monk?
Oh, yes.
Ketsu said, oh, a free 1 versus 1.
Joshua, 1v1.
I'm down.
Yeah, just about to say, would you guys like to see the reaction of Josh when he finds out I'm, looking like this?
Yes.
Just saying, you're saying, I would imagine it to be really interesting.
Aiden said, yes, your student is a snake now.
Exactly. Would you like to see his reaction? I know I do.
Oh, gosh.
That'll be priceless NGL.
Exactly. So, to the temple once we're all done?
Ketsu said, yes. Aiden said, fine by me. Ketsu said, I want dual monk.
Well, if that ever happens, I would imagine I'm gonna lose. I'm not quite on his level.
Wait, which monk are we talking about here?
Oh, it's one you do not know.
Oh, he doesn't know. Ooh, interesting.
Indeed.
I don't know, but Aiden said I can fight him.
Oh, yes, you can.
You can try.
Yep.
Aiden said, anyone can. Ketsu said, I'll do it. Aiden
Anyone
said,
can fight
but
him.
not anymore can win.
Exactly. Anyone can fight him, but no one can win.
Ketsu said, wait, why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he is a
Aiden
fucking
said,
master monk.
he is op as fuck.
I'd like to fight this monk. Hold on a minute.
Ketsu said, yeah.
Let me find the stats for him.
I wanna
Don't
fight
worry.
him still.
You don't have to give me the stats for him. I can get some basic stat information off of him. I just need to look at it.
No. Okay, DM, do you want to explain it?
Oh, what part? What am I explaining?
You know, the fact that Joshua is of my creation.
You mean IRL stuff?
Both IRL and the fact that in the game, I'm the one that made him, so I have all of his stuff. So like,
okay, so basically Hades made this character, and also the Hades. You fine with me steering your condition?
yeah, sure.
Basically, Hades has the ID, which is dissociative identity
Oh, I
disorder.
know that.
And yeah, basically, it's like he's a lot of different people. Joshua's one of his alters, and yeah.
And he's scary.
Oh yeah.
There's
I've not met him.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah, but
there's
like,
one
when can I fight?
when we get to the temple.
Let's go to the temple immediately.
Wait. Aiden said. Aiden did tie against him last time. Ketsu said. I want to see fortune teller first.
Yep, go on. I think Joshua deserves a little reworking. There's only one identity I
Okay,
fear.
so we go to
Joshua.
fortune teller.
And as such, I can never play them very well. I'm just not particularly an angry person to begin with.
Yeah, and well, his entire personality is just angry.
Yeah, I'm not an angry person. I'm a very overly happy person. Yay! But I can be very, very annoyed when I want to.
Never once have I seen Joshua smile. Not once.
No, that is so unfortunate. Oh, really? It's so unfortunate. And apparently you guys really, really do want to fight the guy. And also, Aiden, he's very much holding back.
Believe me.
Yes.
Aiden said. Nah, I am upgraded now.
You can try.
Oh, you can most certainly. If you think the Rex Shasha went well, imagine a guy who can literally take the blood out of you as well. He's
But next level I need freedom movement first.
He's very much got a few abilities.
All I'm gonna say is that the Rakshasa fear Joshua for good reason.
Oh yes, there's a reason why they don't touch his territory.
Once I have divine speed, he can't beat me.
You can't beat him either.
Ketsu said. I mean, the racist tigers weren't that bad. Aiden said. Hash'll be 1 million feet away before he can even attack.
Just good luck.
Good luck, indeed.
That's no exaggeration, by the way. Ketsu said. So let's go Fortuna Teller, then the temple. Aiden said. Let's go then.
Are you guys all going off to the fortune teller, or are you guys checking out some of the other shops?
I'm following them.
Yes.
And you guys head to what seems to be a little path up the tree, and you guys continue sort of heading up of it, and till you reach a little segment where you can see this door on the sign in fortune teller of old.
Ketsu said. I just walk in.
You just walk in, and suddenly it's almost as if you're transported to an extra dimensional space. Anyone else walking in?
Sure.
Hades, you walk in, and suddenly you're also transported to another extra dimensional space. You cannot see any of the others.
Aiden said. Aiden walks in.
Again, same thing. You cannot see any of the others.
I walk in.
Yes, and you do as well. And
Sir, I am in another dimension.
you are indeed also 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there are 4 of you. Everyone pick a number from 1 to 4.
2.
4.
Ketsu said. 3.
So we had who didn't say anything?
Aiden said. 1.
Okay,
I
so
don't think
didn't.
Hades said anything.
Hades, did you say anything? What was your number?
I said 2.
No, he did. Okay.
What was your number? Keegan?
4.
4. Okay, Aiden, you're coming with me. Well, hello there.
Oh no.
And you see this sort of person with this sort of... They've got a very starry sort of look to them, and you immediately recognize this person as an Astral.
Nice, another for the contact list.
Hello, Astral. Fancy seeing another one here.
Halo back, Astral.
Indeed. You've come to get your fortune told, have you not?
Well, that's the plan.
Well then. What do you want to... What will you offer me in return? It could be material, or it could be mental.
What do you mean mental?
A mental option. Sort of maybe a memory, maybe a thought or feeling.
I chose material then.
Then what do you offer me, Astral, in exchange for your fortune?
What about 15 gold?
That should do it. And you see this small little, almost pocket appears in the extra dimensional space. Place it in.
I sit down.
And have you placed your 15 gold in the pocket?
Yes.
Yes. And it sort of zips up, and suddenly you sort of find yourself sort of sitting on like a cushion at a table where there's a crystal ball across an Astral sort of covered in their own sort of starry cloak. So then, roll me a D100, Aiden.
Okay, wait. $88.
88. Then I shall warn you of this. Beware of the two who aim to stop you, the two closest to you, and the third within your own party. That is all I shall tell you. Have a good day, Astral. And you find yourself walking out of the fortune teller's room. The door's gone. And none of the other party members are out.
Got it.
Okay. Any thoughts or theories on that?
Well, Kestu gonna be possessed.
Yeah, but there's 3 that was mentioned. Kitsu, out of here.
And as for the others, I don't know.
Well then, we shall head back.
Good point.
Okay, next one. Okay, everyone choose either choose 1, 2, or 3, please.
3.
3? What about you, Keegan and Getsu?
1.
2? 1. Okay, next person. Actually, I just need to clear something real quick.
Shit.
Okay. You sort of come into the extra dimensional space and suddenly you see a person in front of you. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Oh boy. Arcana. Whoop. Oh. 9.
A 9. I would say this sort of starry sort of looking figure, you don't know what they are or what species they are.
Well.
And she says, welcome.
Why, hello.
You wish to get your fortune told, do you not?
I don't see why not.
Well then, what do you offer me? Blood monk, material, or mental?
It depends on my price.
Mental is you offer a memory or emotion or something else up to me. Material is something of value that you own.
Memory is sometimes temporary. You may steal a memory.
Very well. Then I steal your memory.
Just one.
Yes, just one. Is there any particular memory you wish to offer up?
I have none in mind.
I'm actually just struggling as Dan to come up with one.
What about his time in the Earth Temple or the Material Temple?
The Material Temple shall work. Old memories of
No.
the Material Temple in exchange. Does that sound fair?
That sounds fair.
And suddenly
You raise my past to see the future.
you feel like some memories are missing. And you feel a little bit empty for a few seconds before it all fades back to normal. Very well then. Roll me a D100, Hades.
Oh boy. 50.
50. Something dangerous is coming in the future. A wave of enemies, 1,000 strong. Prepare well for it. However, the plane of air shall hold no prisoners. However, that is where you must go next.
Okay.
Beware of the one with the armor and the eye that's black. However, be aware of your own and the fact danger lurks in the plane of air. Be prepared or perish.
I'll take your warning.
And you find yourself, after taking the warning, getting up and walking out the door. And once you get out, you see Aiden, and there's nobody else out here, and the door behind you is gone. Any theories on that?
Go to the elemental airplane where I'll meet an enemy, clad in armor.
Yes, and also an army of 1,000 strong. Yes, be careful. That's her warning.
I will.
Okay. Next up, we've only got
That's funky.
Keegan and
Aiden
Ketsu
said,
next.
"Ah yes, the residence hotel maker."
1 or 2, my friends?
2.
2? Ketsu?
Nope. Ketsu picked 2 first.
Okay.
Nope. I saw.
Oh,
saw
I
2
rolled an
first.
actual 1. Ketsu, this is almost like it was made for you. Hello, Ketsu. As you walk in, give me an Arcana check, please.
Ketsu said, "Oh god, I suck at these." Okay, I'm chill with a 13.
13. You see this sort of starry cloaked figure in front of you. And you've heard, or actually seen, a figure like this before. This person is an Astral, similar to Aiden.
Oh,
Hello. Zenith touched one. What do you offer me for your fortune? Be told.
what do you need? I'm quite open to giving a lot of things.
Material or mental?
Even making pacts if needed.
Material or mental. Give up an emotion or memory or something that you own that's of value.
Oh, 1 sec. I'll give you mental offering. Sure, I don't own much material-wise.
Well then, what are you offering? Emotions? Or a specific memory?
What interests you more?
Either or, it doesn't matter.
Well, I guess memory works. I'll offer you the memory of my savior who rescued us from hell. His name was Will.
Thank you. And she sort of brings her arms forward and takes the memory. Roll me a D100, please, Kitsu.
Oh God, a 100.
A 100. Ooh. Quite fortunate, my friend. When you meet and when you enter the plane of air, despite everything else.
No.
No? D100?
I didn't roll 100.
Ah, okay. Sad.
I was saying, oh God, that I have to roll it. I rolled a 96.
Still pretty good enough. As when you reach the plane of air, follow the person in the shadows, despite how shady they seem. Follow alone. And there you shall meet what you wished. However, be aware that the one with you wishes to stop the other from making a grave mistake. So be warned, dear Ketsu. As you find yourself getting up, exiting the door, and as you reach on the tree branch, you see Aiden and Hades are here, and looking around, the door is gone.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and it's time for us to go back. Next up.
How is that common knowledge?
What's common knowledge?
The fortune.
Basically, I got scammed because everybody fucking knew it.
They've only... You got like... I believe a round was at 50, wasn't it?
Hmm?
You got like 50 or
Yeah,
something?
I got 50.
Yeah, that's like fully even. So you learnt something the others already knew, and you also learnt something new of importance.
Exactly. I didn't
Exactly.
get scammed.
You guys didn't even know about the 1,000 strong.
You got half
You see?
scammed.
You see? Fuck you, Aiden. But at the same time, love you, pal. But still, fuck you.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting.
So how's
Okay,
the game
and
going,
last up is Keegan. Lucky last. Hello. Keegan, you walk into the interdimensional space, and suddenly, give me an Arcana check, please.
Okay, I'll do that. But first, where's my wolf? Is he with me?
Yes, he is. As sort of the starry figure sort of brings you, sort of steps forward.
23.
With a 23, you recognize this immediately as an astral.
As a what?
An astral, similar to Aiden. almost
Ah.
godlike beings.
Do I know which one it is? Have I seen it before?
With a 23, I would say this Astral is in particularly known for their both devastating and interesting fortunes. From what you remember but of some sort of Feywild lore you've heard previously, they are a follower of Fae, aka the goddess of fate and prophecies.
That makes sense. Alright. I say hello. Nice door you got there.
Welcome. Anyway, what do you have to offer me? The one who seeks their fortune.
Do you take gold?
I do. How much?
I'll offer 30 GP.
I will take 15.
Okay.
And she opens a sort of pocket dimensional space in front of you. Put it in.
I dropped the 15 coins into the...
And yeah. Suddenly you find yourself sitting on a cushion with this sort of table in front of you and a crystal ball. With the Astral sitting across from you. Roll me a D100, please, Lemmy.
Ooh. Love D100s. That's not on D&D Beyond. How do you want me to do this?
Roll 2d10s. And tell me what you get.
Okay.
Tell me what your first one is. And what your second one is. In that order.
Okay. 6 for the first one, and 1 for the second one.
6 for the first one and 1 for the second one. So a 61. Okay. For what you know, at the Battle of the Airplane, you shall meet perhaps a friend or foe. But in terms of your quest, your side one, head to the Plane of Ice to begin your search. And maybe discover the last quest of three. Of 3 pillars made of ice and snow and stone. Head there, and you shall find the power you seek to slay the monsters that plague this world. And you find yourself at the end of this getting up automatically, heading out a door, and on the branch of everyone else, and the door behind you is missing. Any theories on that?
I haven't had time to think about it yet. I just finished writing down all of what you said, or at least the Cliff Notes version. Head to the ice plane. Something about 3 pillars. Yeah. Did I miss anything important?
Not really. And also, there's you might find a friend or foe in the airplane battle.
Ah, yes.
Feel free to head back.
Hey.
I'm just writing stuff.
The airplane. I'm not exactly 100% sure who or what that might be. Going to be interesting going to the ice plane.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's head back. Okay,
Well,
and that
well,
is
there you go. My profile picture is Hades.
the end of the session. So you now know exactly
Oh.
how many monsters you guys are going to be facing in the future. The exact number. And
Oh, wow.
that is a lot of
Yeah.
monsters. So be prepared, is what I'm saying.
You guys are screwed.
Good
What?
luck.
What?
Keegan, favorite moment, please. Or maybe favorite item. Let's go with both. Either a favorite moment or a favorite item from this session.
I gotta say, I do like the necklace with how mysterious it is.
Indeed. Item, favorite moment or favorite item?
Aiden said, "My new cloac drip and the fortune scene."
Ah, yes. Hades, favorite moment or favorite item?
Well, favorite moment is definitely that inch. Fuck it. Me just walking up the ceiling after you said, "Come join me." Is like, I bet.
Yep.
What?
Kitsu?
Out.
Basically, Hades walked up on the ceiling.
That was actually cool.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, he's
Everyone
able
did.
to.
Ketsu said, I would say the fortune scene."
Okay. Also, Hades walked up onto the ceiling with his own abilities. So the rest had either sort of used to doing that in the Feywilds or had to roll for it if they weren't. So yeah, Hades can just do that normally.
Yeah. Again, vampire snake. Actually, no. Blood monk.
Blood monk?